folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Shasta Phoenix 298 RLS. This is a great couples model. You have dual opposing slides right here, opening up this main living space, allowing for a center island kitchen, and they're still able to keep this entire floor plan under 34 foot. So let's actually start off right over here. We'll start on the campside slide with our freestanding table and chairs. In a floor plan like this is generally the preferred way what most manufacturers do, because you already have the additional sleeping space thanks to the sofa, and this gives more flexibility. It's easier to get in and out, plus it looks a lot nicer. It looks a higher end than what your standard dinette does. You do have storage underneath the seats, albeit it's not huge, but there is still a little bit there. So, if you want to put like a little placemat or something like that in there, or some playing cards, you can certainly do that. This one does have a leaf right here as well. You pop this up, there's a little bar you pull out, and it'll lock that into place. This one does have roller shades, MCD branded roller shades, so that those really made their name in the motorhome industry, and they did bring over the nice shades here into the fifth wheel line as well. As we take a step back a little further, we see the huge Furion TV right up top here. I like the fact that they opted for a larger TV, because that way you're able to see it quite easily if in the theater seating or back in the sofa. It just kind of helps bring this rear living room together. Right underneath that, you will see the multimedia center that is connected to that TV as a DVD player. It also is a radio, controls the speakers in here as well as outside. You have a couple different zones on there, and it's Bluetooth capable. And then underneath that is your fireplace. Now, a lot of people think that a fireplace is overkill, but the thing I like about a fireplace, not only doesn't it look nice, but it does do a decent job of helping to take the chill off in this space, assuming that you have shore power. The cool thing about that is, if it just starts getting a little chilly at night, you can turn that on. You don't have to burn the propane here. Everyone can be nice and comfortable. Right along the back is the rear sofa. Now you'll notice that this is an actual sofa. You have the 3 seats. It's not just a 2-seater love seat, meaning that when you do fold this out into a bed, it is a larger bed, so 2 people can very easily sleep here. Both sides you also have end tables with a cup holder. And then you will see you have an electrical outlet there. The one side has dual USB ports. Windows all the way around the back. Again, the MCD roller shades. Storage across the top. Kind of a cool glass on here. It's almost like a broken frosted look with the fluted glass. It's kind of neat. Open that up just to kind of give you an idea of storage there all the way throughout the back. While we're back here, let's actually take a quick look at the ceiling. There are some features I want to point out. One of them is the fact you have a ceiling fan, which is nice. You also have your ducted AC unit with a quick dump here. A couple lights right over the center island to help light up your main prep space, which I enjoy. And then you'll have a max air fan off to the side with a rain sensor. So if you need to quickly get some smells out, you can turn that guy on. So we move over to the other slide on your off-door side. Again, this is where your theater seating is located. As I mentioned, that is directly across from the TV. Thomas Paine collection on both of these. Both of them, of course, do recline. You have cup holders in the center as well as on the sides here. This also lifts up. You'll see you have a spot there for a smaller remote. But this is quite comfortable. Again, this is probably the preferred seat if it's just going to be 2 of you here in the RV. You have an electrical outlet over to this side in case you need to plug in any electronics. Additional storage up top. I like the fact they put a light underneath the cabinets, not just in the top of the slide box, because it really does help brighten up this space. So if you are sitting here reading a book or something like that, again, it just makes it a little bit brighter. Stepping into the kitchen itself, gorgeous solid surface countertops on here. Because you have solid surface, it allows for an undermount sink with flush sink top covers. When we remove those, you can see that undermount sink there, double equal bowl, stainless, deeper bowls as well, so they are quite usable. You can easily fit a lot of your pots and pans in there. High-rise pull-out faucet here too, which you'd kind of expect in a little bit higher-end fifth wheel. You have an electrical outlet on the front in case you need to plug anything in. So if you have an electric griddle or something like that, a blender, whatever, you can plug it in right there. And then around the front, you have storage. Now, I'm assuming because, to give you a little more walking room here, they don't have any pulls or handles. On the drawers, I don't mind it. They have a little notch right underneath here. It's easy enough to be able to pull those out. You can see the 4 full extension ball bearing drawers. On these ones, they have it up top, which I honestly wish they would have put it on the side. I think it would have been a lot easier to grab here and open, just because you're kind of hit your fingertips on the countertop, and I think it's a little tough to open these, in my opinion. But when we do open them up, you will see that you have big storage space underneath there, plenty of room for a full-size trash can. If we move back over to this side, you will see your residential fridge. You have the kind of French door style right up top here, and then you have 2 freezer compartments underneath, so you have plenty of cold storage. Remember that this does only work off of shore power. It does have a dedicated inverter, so when you're going down the road, it'll stay cool. But if you're planning on camping somewhere, you'll want to make sure you have shore power, or else you're not going to be able to store anything in the fridge, essentially, for more than a few hours. Right up top here is your microwave. Underneath that is your cooktop. It is a recessed cooktop with the glass cover. This folds back just like so, kind of doubles as a backsplash there. The front, they have the stainless on the front to kind of match the rest of the kitchen, which I like. The handles do light up. You can choose to turn those knobs, lights on the knobs off if you so desire. And underneath you have a big oven here. Well, big for an RV. A lot of times they're quite a bit smaller. This one does actually have some decent space if you like to do baking. Underneath that is another drawer, maybe fit some pots and pans right down in there. And then over to this side, you have this big pantry. I love this. The thing I really like about it is the fact you have an electrical outlet in here, so you can use it as an appliance shelf. So if you want to put your toaster there, or like a coffee maker or something, a lot of times you can set it right in there, which is pretty great. Then over to the side here, you kind of have this little charging station, if you will, or a little hutch space. You have electrical outlet, dual USB ports, again, solid surface countertops here. 2 decent drawers underneath, additional storage up above. And then right over to this side here, you will see that you have some of your light switches as well as this panel. This is great for troubleshooting in the event that you need to troubleshoot anything. You can go into the My RV here, and that will allow you to pull up a owner's manual, and so you can basically troubleshoot it right on there, which is pretty great. The rest of your controls will be right around here to the side. If you come over here, you can see your tank monitoring panel on there. Note that your water heater does run off both gas and electric, and you can turn both of those on at the same time for faster recovery. Right outside the bathroom here is your thermostat. You are able to control 2 different zones on here. And next to that is your WineGuard 2.0. This one does come with extender functionality, which is what this switch here helps operate. Also, if you want internet while you are on the go, you can have a cellular provider give you internet here in the coach. Making our way inside the bathroom itself, you have a slider door, so it doesn't matter which way you enter from, whether it's in the main living area or the bedroom, you can easily enter the bathroom. You don't have to play the game where you open the door and go down the steps. Right here in the corner is a foot flush lever toilet, porcelain bowl on here as well, so it's easy to clean. As you can see, I have plenty of room both for the legs as well as the shoulders. Over to this side is a linen closet. You have a shelf built in right there. You will also see you have the big cubby hole underneath. And then your shower. You have a large shower in here, the tri-slide glass door. I'll step in here as far as height. I'm 6 foot. You can see I have plenty of room. Even if you're 6'3", you can probably still stand in here without having to hunker down. You also have the hand wand and a couple of shelves here. Then over in the corner is a seat. Now obviously you can use it to sit down, but the reason that my wife loves having a seat in the shower is for shaving her legs. You can put your leg up there, do your business, just makes life a little bit easier. Right outside of that is a mirrored medicine cabinet. You have some storage behind that, electrical outlet right here. You will see that you have a big bowl. I really enjoy that. It makes it easier to wash your hands or brush your teeth. A lot of manufacturers put in a much smaller one. A little bit of storage off to, or not storage, but countertop space off to the side. And then you have a little bit of storage underneath the sink right here. The bedroom features a slide-out queen-size bed. It is also a Beauty Rest Black Label mattress on here, so it is a little more comfortable than your standard mattress. And you have storage underneath. Lift that up, you can see the storage there. So that way if you have some larger items, you can throw them down there. It's also strut supported, making it easy to access those items. Windows on both sides, which do open, so you can have cross ventilation, some reading lights, then the big leather padded headboard there in case you want to sit up and read a book. On both sides, you have some storage. You'll see the mirrored doors on the one side here, hanging rod going all the way across right there. You have a light so you can see what you're doing. You also have an electrical outlet down on this side in case you need to plug in a cell phone or anything at night. Right here, you'll see I actually slid this open. Normally it's like so. Slid it open just like that, which gives you access to your washer and dryer prep. So if you want it in here, you can have that combo unit located there. Then you have an additional drawer underneath. Then right over on the other side, just like on the one, again, another hanging rod. You'll see the light right up top and then a cubby hole underneath that. If we take a look at the foot of the bed, you'll see you have a TV mount here. So you have a place, it's already there. So all I have to literally do is buy a TV, put it on there, nice and simple. Connections are up top. You have your dresser right here at the foot of the bed with 4 decent sized drawers. Open that up for us so you can take a look, see how deep those are. And then last thing I want to touch on is right up here you have a vent, but this one is prepped for a second AC. As I mentioned, that thermostat already has a couple zone controls on it. So if you have the second one installed, this would obviously be zone 2. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2019 Phoenix 28 RLS. Starting off right up front on the cap, you'll see how it is concave right here. Again, it kind of cuts back in the corner. That's part of their turn point technology, helping you get sharper turns when you're in those tight positions trying to back up. That way you're not crinkling the back of your pickup truck. If you take a look underneath here, we'll shoot underneath real quick. You'll see the front compartment. There is some decent storage right down here. You'll see your 1,000-watt inverter, as I mentioned, that is dedicated to that residential refrigerator. Battery box right over here to the side, and right outside there is solar prep. So if you do want solar, just buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and you are good to go. Coming around to this side, you'll see a mount here for a TV, as well as a couple speakers there for your complete outside entertainment system. You have a 30-pound propane tank on this side and another one on the other side. We take a look at the pass-through here. You'll notice the covered hinge, big heavy door. The slam latch components are metal, which means they shut and work very well. You'll also see it's magnetic, so you can put it up just like so. When you take a look inside, you'll notice decent storage there. When we go around to the other side, we'll see some of the controls that are located over there. But right here, you will see your satellite hookup as well as an electrical outlet. And then it drops down a little bit right here for some extra storage right up front. If we take a look up top, you notice the power awning, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go back in, and you have the LED light strip there underneath for light at night. Cool thing about the walls here, folks, is behind that fiberglass panel, rather than a Luan, they actually use a Azdel substrate, which is a couple advantages to that. It's lighter weight. It also is a green material, so you don't get the off-gassing, and it is water resistant. So what that means is if you do get water in that back wall, it's not going to absorb it all. You won't get all that bubbling that you see a lot of times. It's called delamination. With Azdel, it helps prevent a lot of that. Never mind the steps here, tripping on those. But as you can see, it is a great step. You know, I had to obviously sidestep it because of the slide here, but this is the LCI solid step system, folks. This is extremely, exactly like it says, solid. You know, I'm well over 200 pounds and I can walk up and down here, no problem. You know, you don't feel that flex that you normally get in the steps. Then you have the foldable grab handle right here as well to give you some extra control when entering or exiting the RV. If we drop down underneath the slide here, you can see the beautiful aluminum alloy wheels there. The great thing about that is the aluminum doesn't rust, just like the steps. Those are going to stay looking nice from now into the future. And then right in between the two wheels, you can also see the suspension system. That is the Dexter axle suspension system there that does a great job. Takes out about 80% of road vibration, they say. So that way it's a smoother ride. And when you get to your designated site, everything inside should be in its place where you left it. Right back here, you'll see the ground control 3.0 system. That is a auto level system. Again, I'll show you the control on that when we go around. And then right here, bear with me again, we're pretty tight to this other unit here, but you'll see you have a big outside kitchen entertainment center. So if you want to put your TV back here, you can certainly do that. You have a light in here, electrical outlet to plug anything else in. You will see your refrigerator right there. So, you know, that's great for all of your condiments, beverages, whatever else you want to set in there. You have this pull-out prep space. It is quite large, which I appreciate. And then right here, if we can lift this guy up, pull that out, you will see the pull-out grill. I like when manufacturers put in a grill, for me anyway, just because chances are when I'm outside, I'm usually grilling. I don't use a cooktop very often. So for me, there's a lot more value in having that grill there. Coming around to the back side, you will see the square tubular bumper with end caps. Gives you a spot in which you can store your sewer hose. On that, you have this little receiver right here, which is perfect for a bike rack. Along the back, you will notice your rear-mounted ladder, so you can climb up on the fully walkable roof for any kind of maintenance, or just to get up there if you need to brush off any pine cones, leaves, things like that. You'll also see backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, having the prep will make it a lot easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. Here on the off-door side, you have your 50 amp detachable power cord. Seeing as how it is prepped for a second AC and has a fireplace, you definitely need the 50 amp to be able to run that. Your 10-gallon water heater is right over here. And if we open up the other side of the pass-through, you will see your convenience center here. You have the outside shower, hot and cold water access, black tank flush. City water hookup will be right over here. You'll also see everything for winterization, including your water heater bypasses there, which is great. Your tank valves are insulated. That's the reason they're tucked away right in here. Again, this is capable of some extended season camping. So if you're camping in colder climates, having things like insulated valves are great. You'll also notice a light in here, your TV hookups, and then that will help spread your cable and everything throughout. It is nice that they did go ahead and label them so you know what is going where. Your battery disconnect is located right here. That will kill all power to the RV there. And then right up top here is your auto level. So literally all I have to do is push a button and the coach will level itself out after a few minutes. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Shasta Phoenix 298 RLS. If you're interested in this fifth wheel and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.